What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and on the earliest of servers that got Season of Song of Strife, the Crystal Beetle right here is actually open. So we are going to be doing some attempts, and supposedly, I've seen some people talking about this. Thorin, Phraesto, those two heroes are some of the best as far as damage goes. And of course, this boss is all about magic damage dealers. So we're just going to see how this goes. I kind of want to run my Alsa, but I feel like Odie's still going to be the best bet here. The big thing you want here are shielding heroes. So if you have Koko at Mythic Plus, that's good. If you don't have Mythic Plus Koko, you're probably going to want to run heroes like Lucius and heroes like Corin. They're going to help keep shields on your team. Now, why is that? Well, couple things right here. Summons a 3-tile wide spike that extends forward, dealing damage. If enemies lose HP from this damage, they will also be knocked up in the air and stunned. This means if you're running an Odie, which most likely you need to run an Odie and a Smokey. If you're running a Smokey, he's going to get knocked up in the air, stunned, and you need to keep shields on everybody as much as possible. Again, Mythic Plus Koko is awesome for it. And then there's also this little buff on the battlefield that's going to be going on. Increases the haste of allies and enemies within the mist by 60 and their magic damage by 100%. So magic damage dealers are going to be very good. However, Thorin is supposedly busted overpowered in this, and I don't really understand why, because if you take a look at Thorin, he's a physical damage dealer. Now, he's an awesome buffer. He has life drain, all this other stuff. We'll just have to see how this actually works out. I don't know. I'm just going by what other people are saying tonight, so you guys have a little bit of a basis. But again, if we're talking like a free-to-play style team here, I'm going to show you guys what I would probably run. Evocation spell gives a shield at the very beginning of battle, which is cool. I really hate the layout of this right here. It's really hard to see everything. If I had to pick a free-to-play style team, I would probably be running something like this, having the Thorin, having you, having the Odie, of course, on the team too, and then having somebody else as a fifth, most likely a Lucius for shielding. So as far as free to play goes, that is most likely going to be one of the best teams you can do. However, we have a lot of freedom when it comes to team compositions, and I want to continue to feed tons of energy here. I want to lower damage on our Odie if possible, because I still want to run Odie. Where are you? No, that's Smokey. Odie's over here. We can link him up maybe even with the Thorin like this. I want the damage reduction on both of them, and then we can run something like a Rainier and put him behind the Illusion Phraesto, and that's going to provide extra damage reduction on the Odie as well, and also provide damage reduction to the Rainier. So I think this is the way I want to run this. This does put Odie right to the forefront, which actually I don't know if I necessarily like. Either way, let's see how this goes. We need to keep our shields up. There are a couple things that are going to be shielding. Of course, our Supreme plus Phraesto. So let's just throw an attempt in. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know how this is going to go for us, but we do need to try to keep shields on everybody. And as I said, this evocation spell gives a shield right out of the gate. You see that knock up right there? That is going to stop us from doing stuff right away. But we basically have to wait till the end of the first Koko ultimate, and then we should get shields on everybody. Let's see if those shields hold for the rest of the battle. If they do, then Koko is all we need. It does look like occasionally she's still getting hit. Really, we want to just try to keep shields on as many people as possible. Putting the Odie right in the front, I think, is a big mistake, actually. I don't like swapping that Odie at this point. I think I want to swap something else, because Odie's losing that shield kind of quickly, and he is vulnerable to getting knocked up at that point. So we're going to have to try a couple different things, but shielding is very, very important. If you don't have a Mythic plus Koko, please, you gotta use Lucius. He's going to be absolutely amazing for this. And again, I don't understand why Thorin is supposedly the best damage dealer. Maybe it's because, of course, he's getting that huge energy burst, so he can just go absolutely crazy. We can try running an Alsa instead of an Odie to see if that's going to be a better damaging combo. But it looks like healing wise, health is not really an issue. Odie like almost went down. But again, you have to remember we have a very high resonance team here. And this does put us at 6th. You can see right here, Odie's not even competing. And I honestly don't really know why this is going on, but it is. And Thorin is the go-to GOAT on this one right here. You need to be running a Thorin, which is good because everybody has Thorin. Phraesto also out-damaging the Odie as well. Very interesting. Maybe it's just because of the amount of ultimates they do, and their ultimates are very, very powerful. Interesting. We're gonna have to see how a couple more attempts go here. I've been told running like shields is probably not the best bet for us. Let me think of another hero we could potentially run and come back with it. You know what? I just had a thought on this too. We have a very powerful hero on our account, and it would be a perfect person to swap, and that is, oh my god, I can't even swap him. Corin. So Corin also provides shielding. This could be pretty good because he provides shielding, he spams his AoE, and his AoE ultimate ability is going to be really, really strong. This is really, really good, like really good. Season ability does extra damage. His special here, I mean, this could be really good. Let's try the Corin. I actually feel like Corin could do a ridiculous amount of damage in this team, and I'm cool swapping him versus what I was doing with the Odie. He is true damage, so he's not magic damage, which kind of makes me wonder if this is going to work or not. The nice thing is he is going to be behind Thorin though, even though he swaps, because he is range 2 with his melee attacks. And again, the very beginning of this battle is going to be the only vulnerable part that we have until the Koko shields, I think, pop up. And then once Koko's shields come up, I think we're going to be good with that damage reduction combo, because Corin's going to do a good job of making sure that any targets that don't have shields will get shields. And on top of that, Corin should never not have a shield too. So this could potentially be very, very good. Let's see if this out damages our first attempt with Odie. It would be cool that Odie isn't like the best in slot everywhere. And even so, I mean, Thorin and Phraesto are definitely two of the best so far. I can't remember what our total damage was, but I feel like it was 17 billion, and we're already hitting 19 billion with this team. So this could be absolutely the strategy right here. 21, 22 billion, 22 billion, I said. Come on, hit them. Okay, 22 billion right at the end. That seemed to work pretty dang good. We did almost lose some heroes, but that's definitely a better hit than our first one and actually puts us in first. So Corin, even better than the others. That's interesting. I kind of want to run one with Lucius instead of Koko to see how this turns out. It might be throwing an attempt away, but Corin is, like I thought, absolutely insane at this. Let's take a look and try one more battle here. Let's go and see what happens if we drop Koko off and instead run Lucius. I'm hoping our heroes don't just die. The only one that's going to be out in the middle of nowhere is going to be the Rainier. Let's see what happens. The extra shielding and faster shielding potentially, because the second we get to a Lucius ultimate, he should be able to shield most of the melee heroes. Not going to shield the Rainier, but he's going to be spamming shields faster than Koko. So even though we don't have the damage reduction, we're going to keep shields up, which probably means higher uptime on damage. And I think this is going to be the go-to team right here. We haven't lost shield really on anybody besides the Rainier. But again, we don't really care about the Rainier in the back, because he's not really providing damage or anything. We want to keep the frontline heroes all super duper shielded up, so that they never stop attacking and they never get knocked up in the air. Occasionally that's going to happen though. Oh, the Rainier does get targeted, and then one of the Phraestos doesn't get a shield. So that is a little annoying, but we're about to hit 20 billion here. That's good. And yeah, the couple, all if only there's a way for us to put our Rainier closer, that would be good, because now we're losing heroes. Lucius can be good. It does seem like Koko might be better though. Oh, I mean, we're still... This actually might be higher damage. Is it higher damage? Maybe just a little bit. And again, there might just be a little more RNG involved here. Almost 22. I think we previously already did over 22 though. That is still pretty impressive though. That is still pretty impressive. 21.9, and our previous hit was... Where's our damaging number? 22. So yeah, that's the strategy right there. That is the go-to, and that is the nice first place for right now. Granted, not many people are on. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think. Looks like Corin, Thorin, Phraesto, those are the go-to, with like Koko and either a Lucius or potentially a Reinier, whatever you got. See you guys next time.